fairly empty in here today, so there's not a lot of stock. We're back.
That was all of that right there from Asda was £89.58.
But I needed a lot of cleaning stuff this week.
And our snack cupboard. Let me show you our snack drawer. Bare.
So we needed a lot this week.
We got loads of snacks because we needed to stock up.
And my thing about Asda is loads of the things that you buy is the price on the ticket on the shelf is not. So for example, this is Alyssa's breakfast yogurt. This was £1.50. We got to the till, it was £1.95. All the water was dearer than what I said. And there was something else. So it annoys me because it does add up in the end. So £89 is actually more than what we normally spend on our food shopping.
About 50.
Well, we normally spend about 60, 70. But this week, like I said, was a heavy cleaning week. So, the meal plan with all of this. So we're going to have sausage casserole one night, lasagna one night. We're having a curry. I actually already have the curry stuff. We're having a roast dinner one night. We're having fajitas one night. We're having pizza one night. We're having with the leftover chicken, we are having a like rice bowl type dish. I have salads for lunch. Alyssa has wraps normally.
But there's no barbecue sauce.
There was no barbecue sauce in Asda at all, so I need to go and snacks, Harrison's water for work. Yeah, so that was a rough weekly shop. So next week we are going to do
M&S. So we'll see you at M&S. Hello guys, it's week 2 of our shopping challenge, and today's a very special one because it's M&S.
Woo! Very excited. I've never actually done my weekly food shop in M&S. I've got bits, but I've never done a whole week, so I am excited.
I think it's going to be about £70.
I think it's going to be over £100.
I think that she's saying that and she's just going to buy loads of random stuff and get excited. We had to go to 2 different shops because Harris needed water for work, so we had to get that in B&M.
Yeah, they didn't have any water at all.
Well, they did, but they were like mini ones.
Yeah.
And these are the ones that Harrison gets.
He gets the giant ones.
So we needed them.
So the total in M&S was £81 something.
£81.50.
So not much difference in price to last week, but if you see the amount of food, I feel like it is less than last week, don't you? And then the B&M stuff is just that.
Because they didn't have many drinks.
No. Do you want to go through and do a meal plan?
Yeah. Well, I'd like to say, as the snack queen, we've
definitely got less snacks.
Well, we didn't need as many snacks as we did the first time we did it, but there are only snacks they had were like either ones that were like a box with individual ones in that weren't packets. There are these, and then there were only like these crisps They were crisp, but they're not that good. So we were saying if you shop in M&S, you're better off getting your snacks next door in home in B&M, because like all the snacks are like £1 and they're a bit better.
So meal plan. So we're actually having roast dinner tonight because we didn't eat the chicken from last week, but I needed sausages to go with the stuffing. So then we've got fajitas one night, burgers one night. They didn't do any burger cheese, so that's the only thing I need to go and get from somewhere else. That's salads for lunch. The pasta meal there was only £7, so I'm excited for that. We'll see what.
And then it was 3 ready meals for £10. Ow!
Sorry.
We only needed 2, but we got 3rd one so we could put in the freezer for next week.
Alyssa has wraps for lunch and strawberries. Alyssa's got a pizza from last week left over, so we just needed one for Harrison. That's Alyssa's breakfast. We've got rice left over from last week, so we're going to have that with like kind of like a roast bowl type vibe. And then Alyssa's favourite is lasagna, so we're going to have lasagna one night.
This one, look, it doesn't look as good
as the cheaper one. So yeah, I'm excited to try the food. It was definitely more expensive, although there was loads of stuff that was the same price as that
The
stuff.
bread was the same,
Milk.
the cereal was the same,
The salad stuff,
the yogurt
milk,
was the
sauces.
same.
Yeah, so
The only thing is that the chicken was £9.
yeah, the meat was more expensive, and the ready meals were more expensive, but we'll see whether they taste nicer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have our usual salad. Alyssa wanted pot noodles. I tried to get stuff similar to M&S, didn't we? So we've got a pasta sauce. That purely because it's hot. Some chicken, pizzas. That is such good value for money, but I just don't know whether it'll be a waste for us because I don't know if we'd eat that much. The usual stuff like salady stuff. The snacks 100% are better in Lidl than in M&S. Meat-wise, interestingly, burgers were the same price. The pasta was slightly cheaper. Chicken definitely was cheaper. I needed some weird things this time. So I needed lens wipes, toilet wipes, wet wipes, anti-bac wipes. And Alyssa is very poorly today, so I got her some medicine. And then obviously the massive plus point of Lidl is they actually do the right water that we use. So we haven't got a lot meal-wise because we had some left over. So we're going to have a fresh pasta one of the nights. Harrison asked for enchilada, so that's one of the nights. Pizza one night. Burgers one night. We've got some chicken left over from M&S, so we're going to have like a rice bowl type thing. And then we've got a lasagna left over from M&S. So it wasn't an actual true representation because we did need some snacks more. Alyssa don't normally have that many, but she's not feeling well, so that's what she fancied. And I bought double the amount of water because it's hot. And Harrison and Maggie have been drinking tons of water. So the total price for Lidl was £74.96. So actually, not much difference to M&S. And I don't feel like we've got that much more food. So we will see what it will taste like.
Hello and welcome to the last shop of the vlog. Today's victim is Sainsbury's. I also look great.
have an issue getting Harrison's work waters because there's normally not enough, but this store there is loads of options, and these ones are only £1. For everything was 83, is that right?
Yeah.
84, 83. So we'll just quickly show you. We did need quite a bit, so that's probably why it's a bit more. So cereal, snack / lunch, and then meal plan. So we're going to have enchiladas, tacos, pasta, sausage casserole, ready meals, Harrison's having a pizza, lasagna and chips, and I think we've got 1 meal left from last week. All of Harrison's work drinks. So yeah, so overall I don't think it was that much difference in price, do you?
No.
Than the others. Obviously we needed more meat than we normally do in 1 week. So yeah, I don't think it was too bad. The only thing I would say is our Sainsbury's is not that local to us. So it seemed to take longer, so we had to get there and get...
And it was very busy.
It was really busy in there.
Hey guys, so we have been doing the food shopping and we are now finished. So we're going to give you our score and rating so you can see what the best is. So obviously we did Asda, Lidl, M&S and Sainsbury's. We didn't do it in that order, but oh well. So we have...
So I'm not in the vlog at this moment because I've got really bad hay fever. And I didn't want my ugly face to be shown with the bad hay fever.
We've scored them. So what we did is we did each shop on price out of 5 for each of us, taste out of 5 for each of us, and easiness in the shop out of 5 for each of us. Our first shop in last place is Sainsbury's with a 16 out of 30. So for price, I gave it a 3 out of 5, and Mum gave
2 out of 5.
Giving it for price an overall score of 5 out of 10. For taste, I gave it a 2 out of 5. Mum gave it
2 out of 5.
Giving it an overall taste of 4 out of 10. And for easiness in the shop, I gave it a 3 out of 5. Mum gave it
a 4 out of 5.
Giving it overall for easiness in the shop 7 out of 10. Leaving Sainsbury's in last place with 16 out of 30. Would you like to explain why?
It was the same price roughly as M&S, but nowhere near the same quality. However, the plus side to Sainsbury's was it had everything we needed and it was easy to find everything. But overall, I thought the quality of the food, some of the meat that we bought, the lasagna that we bought in every store, we didn't think it was as nice.
So the first shop that we did was Asda. So for my price, I gave it a 2 out of 5. Mum, you gave it. So overall for price, it was 5 out of 10. It's for Asda. For taste, I gave it 3. Mum gave it, and altogether that was 6 out of 10. For easiness in the shop, I gave it a 3, and Mum gave it
a 3.
So overall, Asda got a 17 out of 30. Would you like to explain why?
I think the price is good in Asda, although our Asda is a bit bizarre because what it says on the side is not what you pay. The food quality was, I think it was all just really mediocre. That's what I would say. It was like middle of the road. So I would definitely shop in Asda again. There was a lot more variety. Taste-wise, it was okay. Price-wise, it was okay.
So 17 out of 30 gives Asda third place. So next is Lidl with second place. Well, second place, but joint third with Asda because it's the same price. Price, I gave it a 3 out of 5. Mum gave it
4 out of 5.
For taste, I gave it a 2 out of 5, and Mum gave it
3 out of 5.
I didn't do it wrong. And then for a taste overall, that was 5 out of 10. I gave it an easiness a 2 out of 3.
3 out of 5.
Giving it an overall score of 5 out of 10. Giving Lidl altogether 17 out of 30.
I liked Lidl. I don't think the price was obviously that bad. We found everything we wanted.
And actually, overall, when we think about all 4 shops, Lidl won on snacks. Snacks were really, really good and good value for money. We bought some meat from there that wasn't really brilliant, so it would be taste that probably let it down slightly. But I would shop in Lidl again, especially to get all the snacks and like Harrison's water for work and things like that. That was good value for money.
So M&S is our winner. So for price, I gave it a 2 out of 5. Mum gave it
3 out of 5.
giving it an overall score of 5 out of 10. For taste, I gave it 4 out of 5. Mum gave it
4 out of 5.
giving it an overall score of 8 out of 10. And then easiness, I gave it a 3 out of 5. Mum gave it
2 out of 5.
giving it an overall score for easiness of 5 out of 10. Giving it altogether the winner of 18 out of 30.
M&S was definitely my favourite. The only criticism I would say is they didn't have everything we needed, so we had to go to a different shop after. Cost wise, I was really surprised because you just presume that M&S is going to be dearer, and actually overall I think we spent between 70 and kind of 85-ish in every store. There wasn't much difference, and obviously some weeks we did need more cleaning products and or more meat, which would have made the difference anyway. So M&S was not dearer. And the taste of the food, meal wise, was 100% the winner, and I would definitely go back. However, the snacks, everyone hated them, so we wouldn't be able to get the snacks from there. But the meals, we will definitely be going back.
With M&S, I would say there's a B&M next door. So instead of spending the price you spend on the snacks that aren't very good, the snacks in B&M are £1. So then just get them next door, because not like you're traveling that far. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed this week's video. I'll see you next Sunday. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye!